Alright guys, so the other day I was experimenting with the Hebrew alphabet, right? And I just wrote a bunch of stuff in English, and I realized you can actually get away with a lot in English without a vowel. It's really interesting. So let me see. How do I write my name? My name is Micah. So my name has 3 consonants in it: M, K, and H. So it's also written from right to left, which is also interesting. I don't know how to write them correctly, so I'm just going to write them my own way. So M, and then K. They have like 2 Ks. I'm going to go with that one. K. There you go. That's how you write my name. Micah. But I've messed around with it, and it's kind of interesting just how little you really need in order to make a functional script. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, wait, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep, 22 letters. Only 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. And it's not perfect because it was designed for another language entirely, so you can't really just copy paste it over to English. But so I designed a new one. I designed an Abjad for English. And the term alphabet for Hebrew, this also applies to Arabic as well. That's technically incorrect. The correct term is Abjad, which I have written right here, which basically literally means it's like an alphabet where alpha and beta were the original letters for the first 2 letters for Greek, but it's the same thing for Arabic, A, B, J, and D. Or I guess it's not an A, it's what they call a glottal stop, which a lot of people, when they say mountain, they'll skip over the N and the T. It becomes mountain. That little skip, So it's b, j, and d. And I wrote the familiarity here because this is technically the first 4 letters of the alphabet: A, B, C, and D. You see, C back then used to be pronounced as a k or a g, or I guess today as a K and a G. That's how it originally was in Latin. However, for some reason that changed. In fact, that's actually how the letter G was created. The letter G was originally just a C, but then some guy attached a little tail to it, and then I guess it caught on and it became a new letter. Man, the history of letters is really cool. But anyways, I guess I should show you now. So this is it here. So this literally says Abjad for English. This is how you write English. But I'll write it literally for you. So I put glottal stop, ab. We'll just put a J for simplicity. I don't like to use a J. I like to use the J more as a Y sound, which is more familiar to the International Phonetic Alphabet. Abjad for, this is a Y. And then we'll just put sh. We'll put a little line under it. There you go. So, Abjad for English. Well, I guess now I should explain it. So this was the original alphabet that I created. It originally had 11 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I didn't have enough space for n and n. But basically what I did was I broke all of the sounds in English into their phonetic categories. For example, p and b and m, they're all made in the same part of the mouth. So they all use this one character. And then these diacritics up here alter the sound in order to get a more specific sound. The dot here represents voicing of the sound. So like what voicing is like with P, the letter P, it's P, and then B. So B, like you have to use your vocal cords in order to produce that sound. So it's P, no vocal cord, and then B with the vocal cords. And then M is kind of similar, except it's a nasal. It's what they call a nasalized consonant, because you don't open your mouth. The sound comes completely through the nose. And then I basically just did this for all the different sounds in English. So we have pb, fv, kg, td, shj, fv, w, y, and then and then however, in addition to all of that, so this is like, originally I had it that there was multiple, like each letter could represent multiple different classes of the same kind of sound, like with p and b and like this side right here represents the more like sounds that are not like, so with all the sounds that they're a part of, these are all what they call plosives. So like p, b, they kind of explode, they pop out of your mouth, you know, if that makes any sense. But m or m, it's a continuous sound. I don't remember what the correct term for it is, but I'm sure they have it somewhere. And I did this is true for all these other sounds here too. So h, and then I put glottal stop here. Technically glottal stop should be something else, but like I figured they were close enough that I would just throw them in together. So we have h and and then we have s, z, sh, zh, and that's really about it. So we had 11 letters plus 3 diacritics, and that worked pretty well. However, I changed it because like there was a lot of like these double consonants, like right here. So like, what is this one originally? So what is this? Make. Hold on a second. Oh crap, that's my name. Okay, that's my name here. So Micah. Yeah, and I didn't like that there was a double consonant, like the same consonant twice, but with a different diacritic, and I didn't like that. So I decided to split all these secondary categories into their own letters. And now here's the final result. So we have 15 letters now, and then we only have 1 diacritic to play with. And basically the diacritic, what it does is that if it can be applied to like one of these sounds, except for like 6 of them, it looks like, except for these 6 here, that represents the sound as being voiced. And I already explained that. So p, so by default, all of these consonants, they're unvoiced if applicable. So, but with the little dot under it, you can turn a th into a th. And I, like, even though it's more letters, I wanted this to be an extremely efficient form of the alphabet for English. But, I guess, I forgot where I was going with that. I originally wanted it to be very efficient, but no, I'm more satisfied with this one, even though it is slightly less efficient. I like it. And so this is something I wrote out. So this is the song that Cell from Dragon Ball Z Abridged that he sings when he gets his perfect form. So if P is for priceless, the looks upon your faces. E is for extinction of all your puny races. R is for revolution, which will be televised, and so on. And I guess now I'll teach it to you. So, suppose you could just take a look at what I've already showed you, but I suppose it's more fun this way. So this is the P and B. Pa, ba. Ka, ga. And then we'll put the little dot up above here to demonstrate. Ka, ga. To do. Let's see. Now, I have this written out in the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA, so it wouldn't look familiar to you, so I'm just going to write it in a way that is familiar. So this would be ch. Because how do I do that? I guess J. I'll just put J because that's what the sound it makes. Ch and J. Th. And actually, I forgot this one. This one we will use the International Phonetic Alphabet. There we go. So this is a silent th, and this is a hard th. What else we got here? We got, this is just an N. Let's continue. N. And you can kind of write these however you want. I wrote them more blocky in a way. So let's see where we're at. All right, this is a H, and we'll just use the IPA for that one too. And technically this one isn't even voiced at all, but like, I figured, it's for some distinction, why not? Okay. Just my phone. Okay. So, this is a sh, and a lot of people, they put je as in like zh, but technically there aren't really any words that use zh, that grapheme, or I don't remember what it's called, but that's not important. So, oops, fund, the. This is a yeah. Yeah. And where'd it go? There it is. This is an L. This is an R. What else? This is a W sound. W. And then finally, a m. So now my name is written as m. Let's see. My k. Okay, where's the H at? I forgot what H is. How could I forget what H is? That's right. There we go. Okay, so this is my name. My K. Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, how do you write, like, vowels? And I already showed you that in a way, because, like, my name here is written as Mike. And this is what is how you write vowels. Okay, so this is I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The correct term for this is what they call, well, I don't know Latin, but it's basically matrilectionis, something like that. That's probably incorrect, but basically what that means is, mother of reading. So the mother of reading. And basically, for the most part, what you do is you take a consonant that approximates that vowel. So like in my name, I put a y, although I guess I did show you it was as a j. So there we go. Mike. So it's an I. There's a little bit of an y after. So me, k. And so that I can approximate that sound of an a, of an I with a y sound. So make. And now for other words, like for the most part, you may not really need a vowel at all. For example, the word for perfect, if I remember how, if I can actually write my own stuff, perfect, and then two, perfect. So it's literally just P-R-F-K-T, perfect. Now you may need some, but these sounds, they can match other words too, like prefect. Prefect is made the same way, but you can help distinguish prefect versus perfect by writing like this. By bringing in that y sound. So, p, or I could just roll with me, guys. Okay, we're gonna put it as a J, because an IPA J is a y sound. Like some people, when they say, like they get picky when you say Jehovah, because technically it's pronounced Yehovah. That's actually an interesting example of Hebrew. So prefect. Ain't that interesting? And now for other sounds, because we've kind of, there's other vowels in English. There's at least, how many did I categorize here? So with my original, I originally classified them, it looks like 5 different categories. So we have the backwards, or the back sounds of the, or I'm sorry, we have vowels at the back of the mouth. So like an sound. You've probably seen a schwa before. These ones are more in the middle of the mouth, e, I. And then we have like sounds at the front, u and like in book. Book. And then we have these, I guess they're called diphthongs, I think. I don't know, but basically have u, ow, o. Like the o sound in English, that's technically 2 vowels according to, well, I guess in a broader context, because English, it's kind of funny, you know. You would probably hear that about that all the time. So like an o sound, you go from an o to a oo sound. O, o. And then we have these iotized vowels, so I, oi, and a. And basically, I wrote at the top like the consonants that you could use to write these vowels. I put ML here for matrilectionis, for the mothers of reading. So for a glottal stop, we're taking a page right out of Arabic and Hebrew. So for them, they use this letter. You probably heard of it, Aleph. So Aleph is a glottal stop. However, it's often used to represent like an ah sound. And basically, what I chose was we have the glottal stop for the back for vowels at the back of the mouth, like abjad. Oh, sorry about that. My cat's making noises. Everybody say hi. Okay, and then for the s, and e's, I guess e, that one shouldn't technically be there, but I, like in bit, I put an H because h is kind of written or kind of pronounced in the exact same spot. And then I put a W for the ooze sounds. Maybe sometimes even the O sounds. This isn't perfect. Like, there's a bit of leeway with what you can use. And, like, for the most part, you just kind of choose at your own discretion. This is really the only double one. The double vowel that matters, I guess. You may put other things, like the point is, like, if you really need to be that specific, there are ways. But for the most part, you don't need to write the vowels. Let's write, like, the sentence that everybody's heard before. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy brown dog. So we have th, but we have th, but it's voiced, so it's the. And then we have k, ku, ui, quick, kuwook, quick. I suppose this could also be like coke. Yeah, I guess we might need to be a little more specific. Quick. We'll put an H here. Quick. Quick. So yeah, there we go. Quick. Now we can differentiate. Quick, brown, b. It's a voiced letter, so b. Brown. We'll put a glottal stop here to indicate an ow sound. Quick brown, and then letter N. It's just a little line. The quick brown. Now this is kind of a one you should be careful with, because there's a couple sounds that are spelled with a f and a x, so you might want to be a little careful. So fox, we'll put another glottal stop to avoid confusion. Another K. Come on. Sorry, I have my phone in one hand. Fox, and then it's where's the letter S? Oh, yes, that's right. Fox. Let's see. J. J. P. Jumped. Put a D in order to keep it a little more familiar. Jumped. And then, in order to hint that a sound, an over, because over doesn't start with a consonant, so we'll put a glottal stop here to hint at an O sound. O, and then, that's right, over. We need another the. Sorry, can you guys see this again? So we have the ku, wu, uk, quick, the quick, brown, fox, jumped over the le. There's not a lot of words that look like lazy, so we don't even need a consonant for lazy. Lazy. Over the lazy. Wait, did I put a quick brown fox? I did. That's funny. Quick brown fox. clicked over the lazy. I guess we're going to have to switch it around. Red. Let's see. That's right. Red. Let's see. There's a bunch of words that have an and a D. Like red and read. I guess not a lot, but like red, read, rod, rad. So we will need to help this remove the ambiguity. So red, put an H here, rahed, and then a D. Get out of here, fly. Yep. And then T, but it's a voiced sound. So red, red dog. Let's see. There's not a lot of sounds. There's not a lot of words that have a D and a G in them, so we can just write dog as 2 letters. That's right. Dog. So there we go. And I guess if we remove that one mistake, it would have gone by a lot faster, or it would be a lot smaller. But basically, now, this has taken up significantly less space than if I had just wrote it with the regular Latin alphabet. And so I feel I've achieved my goal in making a really efficient writing system. Ain't it cool? Well, I guess that's really all I have to show you for now. If you have any questions, do ask in the comments. Okay.